Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Well, I don't care if you want to record it, it's fine with me. Or it means passing it around is gonna delay
The
the
mic? Passing the mic?
No, we're fine. They're talking about if you're on your computer.
Oh, okay, oh, all right.
We're fine. Just carry it on like a regular meeting. now.
Okay, then we'll, I'll call the meeting to order. Okay, now how do we want to proceed? I think the ones which have no issues, we could probably go over those fairly quickly. But I still have a concern that what do we turn into the ABCC? Now, I suspect between now and November 2nd, they're not going to be able to handle the volume that's coming in, you know? They don't have enough people in the ABCC now to do the routine job, let alone the many hundreds of maybe thousands of applications are going to be coming in. I don't know how they're going to check them. I mean, there's no way they can do inspections of all these, just manifestly impossible to do all those inspections. So we can approve the ones which have no issues. We can look at the plan unless we see an issue. And then the ones which have issue has been raised, either from the fire department, the building department, or someone to look into. We could either approve them and that the fire department or the building department, or whoever is satisfied and informs us that they're satisfied, then we would consider the license to be granted as amended. Now, what we actually send to the ABCC is a bit of a problem in the sense that some of the diagrams aren't exact. Even if you live here, you're not quite sure what you're looking at. So the ABC could have a bit of a problem. I think it's going to be very difficult for us to simply include what we received and have the ABCC comprehend what we have.
Do you have a form that you send to the ABCC in addition to all the drawings?
They didn't send one. I figured it would go with the cup, so I sent a cover letter.
But you always send a cover letter, like if we were doing this last year.
Right, and it says, right, that would say, you know, kind of like Meredith did, and then with who we issued them to, and how they're laid out in the packet.
Can we just send a notification?
I'm sorry, Dave, I'm sorry, you're saying, I'm sorry.
Could we just send that as a notification to the ABCC without all the drawings? They're not gonna go through them anyway.
I think they requested them.
Oh, they did?
I think they requested a copy of the plan that were given, and then a copy of the temporary license that we're going to give out, what they say.
Well, we'll give them what we have. That's all we can give them.
Yeah.
And we can't amend the plan. And then if the building inspector has an issue with the fire department, whoever, we should make sure that what we approve reflects the corrective action that the applicant would include. So we could approve the ones which have an outstanding issue, subject to them meeting the approval of the party that had the objections to the department.
To your point, Mr. Chairman, I think the ABCC, from the communication that I saw, is really kind of putting the whole bundle in our lap and saying, listen, you folks just do the best you can with what you have to work with and through here. Give us a copy of what you end up having. Here are the guidelines we want you to look at when you're determining to issue the license or not that way. So my my thought might be is to go through the list. We can see the input that the various city departments have made on this and that, and we can at that juncture, approve it subject to satisfying those items, or just build language right into the into the license that addresses the concerns that the departments have raised.
Right. Some of the changes may take some time for them to implement. Get a tent, can't put up the walls, but put a roof is one available. That might be a problem. Well, certainly we've got to give the ABC everything that we get. We shouldn't hold anything back. And give it to them in the order in which it was appeared on the list. That was, I don't know, the Meredith's list of what the list it was.
Mhm.
So, what they're going to do with all of these, for all the cities and towns, Commonwealth. They'd be lucky to handle half the city costs. But all we can do is the best we can do. And so I would suggest we go through the list, go through the plans, fairly, quickly, because there's a lot of them here. And if we see any, and take notice of the limitations or the questions that have been raised by a variety of people who we review the plans and have reservations or need for corrections. So I just suggest we just start with number one and try to work through the list. Look at the list of questions that have been raised and see if they can be addressed within a reasonable period of time by the applicant. Any other suggestions or?
Nope. Good on the list.
Okay?
So,
Okay with that?
Chairman, if I might.
Gee, certainly.
Thank you very
Your
much.
name and address, please.
Chairman and members, thank you very much. First of all, I know we just talked the other day,
Right.
and you put the meeting together real quick. I think our intention was for Meredith and the MEDC to kind of get some consensus. She's been working on that for about a month now on who would like to open. Once they gave us the yellow light,
Yeah, right.
she got right on top of it and got the list of facilities that would like to move forward with some as close to sketches as they could. We didn't want them to have to be burdened by hiring architects and everything else to get it done.
Right.
So we appreciate you working on it the way you are right now.
Right.
I anticipate we're going to see more of these in a couple of weeks. I think that more restaurants will be reaching out to her. I would, one other thing that's changing in this process is I'll be sending down to the council first thing in the morning an executive order based on what the governor has issued. I can make the decision on outside encroachment on city property myself. The council's always done that, and we're just trying to streamline the process. So in the long term, the council will get it for a permanent solution. Temporarily for this year, I can give the order myself. I'm planning on working with the building commissioner and allowing different restaurants to do that. And I would ask you to consider doing the same thing. If we're hung up on one restaurant that maybe you're not quite sure about, I would ask you to consider approving it with the approval of the building commissioner.
Okay.
So it pushes the burden back on him, to make that determination when he feels it's safe. It's putting it in one person's hands as opposed to go back to the entire site plan review committee and doing it. So that's my 2 cents. I'd be glad to answer any questions you have on it before I run out to get ready for the council meeting. But I don't know if you have any other issues or questions.
I think that's reasonable. We approve, subject to the approval of the building inspector. And I assume whatever we approve should be inspected by someone, building department, fire department, to say, Yeah, that matches the plan as we have it, or doesn't. But we should have some inspection for everything that we do approve. And we could approve it subject to the review of the building department or the fire department, or whoever has raised a condition that must be met. So they would get it subject to meeting that condition.
Is there any particular department you're thinking of to do that?
Well, it's hard to say. I hate to load the building department up, but
Mr. Chairman, he'd be more than happy to volunteer.
we'll perform an on-site inspection to see if any modification needs to be made. And it's a list of issues in terms of public egress. Need a building permit to install a tent. Any new lighting will require electrical permits. Propane heaters or other fuel will require permits. Egress and accessible routes must be maintained. Restrooms must be made available for patrons' use. That'll be interesting. Some location may require vehicle impact barriers and portable fire extinguishers. So I guess the fire chief has sort of put his hand up and said, well, he said, we will perform an on-site inspection. So whoever he can marshal to do that,
Okay.
it's fine. If they have any problems, let us know. And we'll talk to license holder and say, hey, you got to fix it or you're not going to get this amendment, you know? So, I mean, and then we'll send what we have to the state, so they have everything that we had. And if they need more, they can ask for it.
So to your point, Mr. Mayor, as well, it's just excellent. We have these the guidelines that the ABCC have given us in terms of wanting to see how what we needed to check off in terms of being approved before we went forward. And it did say the applicant was going to have a document for the right to occupy the post area. So many of these, as we look through the pieces that are on city property that way, knowing that you were going to be taking care of that aspect. It eliminates a lot of the questions that had on many of the applicants. So I appreciate you taking the lead on that.
And again, even if you send it back to the commissioner and say they're all approved based on your decision by the building commissioner, we ask you just to take a look at these rules and make sure they're compliant, to make sure you guys are covered, and push the burden on him. I know the commissioner and the fire chief are taking a look at a couple of the locations jointly, but I would ask maybe to consider just putting one person with, that person has to go chase around and get the, the sign-offs or the okays from whoever. So if we ask the commissioner to do it, I think that's the best way to go. I know there was one question in there, and actually we brought it, I didn't bring it up. Meredith brought it up to the secretary last week about distilleries and brew pubs. And I'll let Meredith speak for herself, but we have clarification that the brew pubs are allowed in this group, even though it's kind of messy the way they put it in two different places. So, but Meredith did give clarification on that. So it's important to bring that up because obviously at the last shoe, and Flying Dreams both, we'd love to see them open. So.
And they both have food permits.
To the point earlier on today, they have food permits and they're serving some of their own food that they had and they're ready to go.
Any other questions before I run upstairs? If there's anything else, please just let me know. We'll get back to you. Thank you very much. Thank
We're all set. We know where you are when you call you.
You've done this before. You haven't done this before. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good evening, Mr. Bowden, how are you?
Fine, fun. At least it's a chance to get out.
That's right.
This is the big event, the last 4 weeks. This is City Hall, right? Okay, now let's work down the list.
Okay,
The bin, I don't see no issues. So, a motion would be in order to approve the amendment for them.
Motion to approve?
I did have a question for, on this, on bin bins, just trying to get a feel. I think one of the things that we're gonna have to send in to the ABCC is going to be the maximum occupancy. And I do see the area looks fine. I don't have any problem with the area that they're talking about. The sketch is okay, but I do think we're gonna need to put down on this sketch, and I think each of these licenses that we end up approving, you're gonna have to have a number on them. You're gonna have a capacity that's gonna be in place that way, so.
2 top or 4 top?
So, and then I'm assuming, I guess these are, and does anybody know, these 4 toppers, you're looking at a capacity of 16
I'll
on
go
here?
over their tables, I believe are 4 top.
Okay, so that's.
That one's a 6 top.
They're looking for, basically, they're looking for 16, a capacity of 16 in this new area, is that correct? Does anyone know?
Can I pipe in?
Please.
Yeah, so most of the restaurants we talked to said whatever we can get, we're really happy with. So I think that they're just looking for us to kind of tell them what we'd like them to do. So VinBin had originally sent in a plan that only had their existing tables, and we encouraged them to maybe bump it out a little bit so they could add a few tables. So if we can get those in, great. If you guys don't think that that's going to work, that's fine too. They just, kind of told people to shoot for the moon, and we'll get what you can.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So we know that the number's gonna be, and again, I just think that, when we send this number, I think our license as a requirement of what the state's looking for, we're gonna have to have a number on here, just like we have a number on our, on
Yeah, right.
other license that way, so,
Well,
the only thing I saw was missing into here, and I could be wrong on it, but is this municipal parking in here, or is that parking owned by is that owned by the landlord?
I don't know.
Municipal.
It's municipal, okay, I just want to confirm that was the case. If it's municipal, we're good with having anybody to approve that particular area. So, and then.
This is VinBin, correct?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yes,
The parking lot next to our building is municipal.
gotcha. Okay, so I would second the motion to approve for capacity of 16 and in accordance with the diagram that was submitted.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor? Opposed? Carries?
Okay.
Birific, I guess the issue there is the plan on seating the tables of 4 is not acceptable or violate blah, 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 accessory codes. The plan, page 3, with 2 seats per table is acceptable.
We did submit 2 plans.
It's hard to,
Walter, Mr. Chairman, can I just ask one question?
yes,
When you're looking at VinBin, you say maximum 16 people for all of those tables?
No, I'm sorry, 16 for the new area, So,
yeah.
so actually, what we need to do, we should be incorporating all the other as well. That's a good point, Meredith. We gotta have the other, so that's 16, and then these other little ones outside, are those 2? Those are really kind of tubers, aren't they?
You can do 2, maybe 3 if there's nobody at the one across.
Well, we can give them, I'm fine with giving them a few, and I also, to that point, Tim Collins with the engineering had made mention that he said that we had to maintain some sort of a 4-foot wide pedestrian path in his comments and all here. He had made mention that, again, the plan didn't show how many guests at the table and all, but they said they needed to maintain a 4-foot wide pedestrian path, so I'll just bring that to the board's attention. And I would look at a 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, want to say 30? Because
Keep those other ones at 2.
well, I'm saying if you do 2, that's 28, and if you go up to 30, that means that there's, maybe in one of them they can fit a couple more and still maintain the social distancing that we're needing to, to do. So maybe total of 30. So 6, if I'm at 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and another 2, so 30.
And I think the maximum table capacity from the state guidelines is 6 per table. So if those tables on the left side of the plan, if they could fit, a party of 6,
Sure.
a little wiggle room to do that.
Okay, and if that's the case, if they can do 6, then that means 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, and another 2 is 38. That's assuming 6 of each of those tables in the new
The larger
section.
tables.
Right. And then 2 of the other ones, and another 2 over and above that, in case they want to squeeze 3 at one of those other little tables, and they can do that.
This is all new, you know,
What's that?
this is all new. This is their regular spot, right?
I don't think so. I think those
Oh,
other little tables that are shown
these
on
are
here,
their
that's their
regular
existing
tables.
tables
Okay.
that are there, these small ones that are shown to
Okay,
the
so
right.
they are too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're looking to bump out onto the sidewalk.
So,
And the
I
other
guess
piece, the other piece that they were looking to do, Tina, just a reminder, was the license, the pouring license to be able to pour. Because typically what they do is get the license, MEDC sponsors their weekend pouring license. So they were looking to do that, 7 days a week and do that in this meeting as well.
can we bring that, put that on the agenda at this juncture?
Yeah, it is, yeah, it's included as part of the change. Kennedy says the same thing.
Okay. I mean, that's still, that part's fine with me as well, that way if we want to end up allowing those daily pours to come in.
Yeah.
I thought that take place by its own application.
No, they just, they can request that there's no fees or anything.
Okay. So I guess,
Motion to amend?
yeah, I guess what we doing, I'm assuming what we're doing is we're just, we're approving 38 seats under the submission into here, and also to approve their 7-day, pouring license that was.
Right.
So made and seconded and all in favors, I guess, I don't know. You chairman, you looking at some things?
Well, I mean, just the question on the doors that were in the memo. I can't see the whole memo. The outdoor seating proposal, what I wrote on Main Street, there are 2 options, the seating on the first street.
Now, we're back.
We're back to
Yeah, we had to go back to,
We had to go in and revisit bin because there was a question on the number that we just.
so we had amended approval.
So we had to amend our approval. So we want to get, there's going to be a total of 38, capacity of 38 outside, and then we're going to be approving their MEDC permits. The one
Pouring
thing.
license for 7
Right.
days.
I'm
So I,
trying to clarify, when they talk about the doors, which are openable, the windows are openable. When I open these doors, will I be able to see the customers? What does that, what
In
customers
Tyrific?
and where?
In Tyrific or in Vinton?
Tyrific.
They won't be able to seat them inside because there'll be a ceiling and 3 sides with walls. They can't do that.
Oh, okay.
But we did go back
So
to
that answers
Vinton.
their question.
but we still have to come back. We still have to finish the vote for bin. We have to, you're looking at a total of 38 on bin and to approve the MEDC licenses.
Yeah, okay. Motion made and seconded.
Yep.
Any discussion? Anything none, those in favor, opposed, carries? Oh, Tyrific.
Acceptable violate.
The major objection was the seating of tables of 4 was not acceptable. Page 3, the 2 seats per table is acceptable.
So motion to approve with the 2-seat tables on the side of the building.
Yes, option B, yep. Second.
Okay. Any further comments? Okay, so we approved the limitation of 2 per table.
On the side and
On
4 out
the
front.
side. Okay, any other comments? Those in favor? Opposed? Carries? fire,
Safety.
safety gas. Well, that has to get resolved. It's hard to find it on the diagram exactly. I see 1, 2, 3.5 tables. 6 at a table
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables, 6.
on page 3. Below.
Yep, I see it. This plan does say 4. I don't know if you caught that, Meredith. For
Right,
D, it says
Yeah,
6 tables with 4 seats.
That's for 24.
And in the drawing, there's 6 chairs. I just want to approve it for the right.
correct,
seats.
yes, and I'm imagining that it's just a typo, whether it's 6.
My guess is it's for 6.
Yeah, it's kind of a big undertaking, it would be nice, and this could be workable for them.
Yeah.
So motion to approve 36 seats with approval from building department
Yep,
on
It's the
barriers.
safety barriers, yeah.
with merits, yep. And I'll second the motion.
Motion made, seconded. All those in favor? Opposed? Carries. Okay. Everyone's restaurant, no issues?
I just think we have to find out on callers, just how many patrons, how many people are gonna be here, you know, how many people we're approving this for, that way, it's the only thing I saw on the Pose application.
I know the front, the Lincoln Street tables, there are 2 tops.
Okay, there's 3 of those,
His back, yep,
okay, so that's 6.
his back porch,
Those are gonna be good sized tables, so maybe you're looking at 4 to 6 each one.
4 to 6, yeah.
Okay, let's go 6, 6, 3, 18, 20, 22, 24, if my math is correct.
Yes. Total of 24.
12, 24, yeah. I knew, you know, we probably want to do is say, designate 6 in the front and 18 in the back. Because, you know, if putting more than that in the front, it's gonna encroach on the sidewalk and create a problem, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Am I correct? So those are 45-inch tables, is that more than a whole 2 45-inch table?
It's 45 inch, so just under 4 feet.
It's 45-inch long. He's just going to seat them at the ends. And he had put one out so we could measure it to make sure he.
Oh, so you said you were there today, okay, so
I just happened to
just
see
looking
it.
for 2 per then, so you know for sure they're looking
He
for.
just wants 2 in the front on Lincoln Street.
4, 6, right, yeah, so 6 in the front and 18 in the back, so motion to approve, subject to, you know, 6 in the front, 18 in the back, and that was it, right?
Second the motion.
All those in favor, please signify. Carries.
Here's next.
Safety.
Safety barriers, and again, it's May, so we'll just, you know, incorporate.
Who's going to decide that? I don't know who raised that issue.
Jeff, the building commissioner.
So we put it back on him.
Yeah.
We approve,
Yeah,
subject to.
and work with the applicant and come up with a solution. I guess the motion would be in order to approve as submitted, subject to approval of the building department.
What does he have here? How many tables?
Looks like he's got 4 total. 3 total.
4
Well, he's
dollars.
got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't see the whole thing.
Yeah, Matt, it says right on here, maximum
Yeah.
capacity
4
16.
chairs.
So motion to 16 capacity of 16 with building departments okay on safety barriers.
Before I second on that, I did want to make a comment that on the, some of the comments that we got from the, from engineering, they say, 6-foot wide sidewalk would have to be closed. So is this, they're putting this on this is the sidewalk that they're putting it on there, I imagine. Unless it was-
Yeah, it's down there.
Of course, it's gonna be close, they're gonna be, cording it off that way for sure, so, I will second David's motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Any further discussion?
None.
Being none, those in favor? Opposed? Carries?
See, somebody's computer's gonna restart, hopefully we don't miss the meeting, right?
Who's that?
When that thing comes on my computer, it tells me that sometimes the computer shuts itself off and resets automatically.
Well,
I always hit snooze.
Cindy,
Yes?
we just had a thing come up that the computer's about to restart. If I hit snooze, will that take a while?
Yeah, it will take, I think if you could snooze it for a couple of hours, an hour or two.
Yeah, yes. Let's do that before we lose everybody. Yay.
All right, I'm just gonna sleep. Okay. Thank you.
Next is,
Fish.
Fish is safety barriers and additional sign, pedestrian crossing.
No tables.
Just dimensions.
And what barriers would be sufficient?
There's no tables, there's no,
Yeah, I mean, one of the comments I had myself, is I just wanted to know, do we have the total number of occupants? Is it
So the capacity will be 20 with 9 tables spaced 6 feet apart.
Gotcha.
Hope to
Okay.
block off the area and we'll be having our sliding doors open sometime.
9 tables, I'm
I
sorry.
just wanted 9 tables 6 feet apart, all right? Yeah, I mean, it can. Truth was in the comments, it said, yes, getting the scales and dimensions, which I'm not too concerned about. We know what the parking spaces that are right across that way, so whatever they happen, the number is there, whatever's there, what's there. Seating plan is not shown, but she described the seating plan in the application that way, so I was planning on doing it, so I'm okay with that. You want to barricade an area, the full width of the paved area in front for outdoor seating. This says should consider, the other one says should consider.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so just says that whatever this building department wants to have is, so I'll make a motion to approve, subject to the building department's, confirmation of whether they're gonna require safety barriers or not.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? It being none, those in favor, please signify. Those opposed, carries.
I just want to mention on these from Tim, that Meredith had spoken to Tom and he realizes that a lot of these are things that can be addressed when folks are out inspecting. So a lot of his, like you're saying, can go to the building inspector.
Oh, okay,
He
fair enough,
doesn't
then I don't want to,
mess around. Yeah, sorry, I had
No,
to talk.
makes good sense.
Marlborough Moose Lodge, no issues.
16.
Moose.
Garden, only one for- Okay, so we are talking about cable service, and they're good, they got their reach up front, so we're good on that.
Yeah.
6 tables of 6 and 36.
Where is the moose now? Yeah, I mean. I guess is, so how many, 6 tables, yep, there you go, so I mean, I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Plus the 6 picnic tables.
Is that,
Plus the 6 picnic tables.
plus the 6 picnic tables, 6
Oh,
foot
the
apart.
drawing, yes.
So it looks like 1, 2, 6, 12 times 6 is 72, so we're looking at a total of 72 on that one.
Okay.
So motion to approve 72.
Motion made and seconded. Those in favor, please signify. Those opposed, carry.
We're going back to the other moose ones a bit later, is this another file?
No, they just added the food, so I just gave you the full thing.
Oh, okay.
Changes the-
Okay, yeah, because you had already confirmed that earlier, thank you, Jen,
Yep.
great. Okay, so we are on double T easel stuff, right?
Double T's, no mission tables on the front side, or concerns with tables on the side of the building.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out from this, how many, I see he's got these tables driven into here, but I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, total of 9, but not sure, are these twos, are they fours? I mean, if you have tables of 4 there, I could probably, I don't know if there's enough, I don't know what he's looking at out here, to be honest with you.
Those are the tables. They have, the building department has concerns with tables on the side of the building, as this appears to be an alleyway for at least 2 large rubbish dumpsters and delivery route to other businesses. How is lighting provided and need for safety barriers?
On the yellow, it says there are 9 tables of 4.
Oh, 4, okay, so just 4, there we go, yep. 4, yep. Rooftop area visible in 1, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There it goes. Dimensions.
Well, that needs to be, the site needs to be reviewed. I know they've had stuff there, celebrations there before, on the side of the building with a special permit, so they would roll those off. But, that's for special events. This is an everyday matter.
Mr. Chairman, should we approve the front ones as there's no issues with those?
Yeah, we could, yeah.
That's a very good idea.
And send the side ones back to the building department?
And then
So that
work
it
with
can
the
get
building
going.
department on the, I guess the issue with the dumpsters is access and access to other businesses which are back there. And the need for safety barriers.
So we'll send those tables back to the building department.
What's that?
I would like to send those, so I'll motion to approve the tables in the front.
Yep.
And send the side tables back to the building department, so those issues are
Okay.
fixed.
Here's another option perhaps, is we could approve the ones in the front, and we could also approve the ones on the side, subject to the building department's confirmation that their issues regarding access are addressed.
So we don't have to come back.
Right, so, yeah, we just approve them, and then subject to the building department, meeting with him and kind of,
All right.
confirming. So, so I guess I'll have to I'll make a motion then. We'll motion to approve on double Ts, the 4 tables on the front, and to approve the 5 tables along the side, subject to those side tables being confirmed and approved by the building department.
The discussion, and being none, those in favor, please signify. Those opposed, carries. Okay. Jill, kitchen bar.
Did anybody else not know that they had green space off of the back there? I didn't realize they had a whole little lawn area back
I
there.
looked them up on Google Earth, actually.
And well, actually, his thing did say the tables are 4-seaters apiece, so
Yeah.
you know that's going to be the case. Yeah, so we know right there. So I don't see. I'm just on Chills. I'm not seeing anything from the landlord that says he's okay with this. Certain, so we do approve it. We want to approve it subject to the landlord approving this. I don't know if he necessarily has the right to use these, use all this other area and all that. Maybe he does, but I just would like to have some sort of confirmation that the landlord's good with this. And math came up with 98 spots up to here. These are all, you got 16 in the front, and you've got a couple of 2 right by the front of the building. 3 to the side, outdoors to the side of their enclosed. All these, Meredith, maybe I'm assuming all these tables that they're showing on the Chill that are to the right side of the diagram, these are all outside of their current enclosed area, right?
That's my understanding, Greg, yes.
Thank you. I figured as well, there's no reason for him to, ask for any, licensing or permission to do anything inside, because he's already got that permission.
Actually, I'm gonna take that back. You're looking to the right, on the right side of the plan?
That's his patio.
Oh, yes,
That's
you know what, I see, so there's only
patio.
3, yes, I see, so he's got 3 and then 1, I see, it is marked patio as well, thank you, nope, you're absolutely right, yeah. Yeah, so that is
What
existing
he's looking to
patio.
do is behind, so what, above that, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like almost 7 tables up there on the top.
Yeah,
That's over there's a grassy area that he's looking at. And then
Yes.
over on the left side of the plan, 1, 2, 3, 4 tables that are in
Right.
parking spaces.
yeah, gotcha, thank you for clarifying that for me. So, and everything else is, again, is already in his existing, the existing patio kind of a thing. So, geez, I'm surprised he's only able to get 4 tables up on that patio. It's a good sized patio. I would have thought I'd been able to get a few more than that out there, but hey. So,
Right.
16 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16, 24, it's 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 46.
You get the two tops in the front?
Yep, okay, so it's 50, yeah, exactly, 46, and 2 is 48, and 2 is 50. 16, 4, that's 36. Yep, and then, yes, so that would be a total of 50. What do we have for comments? Safety barriers again, portable fire extinguisher, and lighting of the lawn area. So again, right back to the building department, and if he can coordinate with them in terms of any issues that they have. Does that make sense?
So,
Have using existing tables, will close the sidewalks, you can watch the parking lot, that's okay. Concern, catch basin. One concern is seating in the parking area is the catch basin located in the parking space could involve, but again, I think it's back to the building department.
Mhm.
And then an outdoor seating in grass area on level slippery after management. Okay, cool. So, I'll do a motion to approve, chills for a total of 50 as shown on the, that's 50 exclusive of what he already has, what he was gonna put on his patio. Because he's already licensed for the patio, right?
Right.
He's already licensed for that, so. Yeah, an additional 50 per his seating plan,
meeting the building department's,
subject to the building department. Exactly.
second that motion.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? There being none, those in favor, opposed, carries. These votes. 99.
This is one of the, I don't mean to,
They didn't
get you to go, this plan needs a little work. I don't think it's this many spaces. I mean, I get this exact number of spaces, I might be able to, go on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it actually just 12 spaces, Meredith? Do you know for the 99, is it actually these 12?
That's what they'd like to do, and they're gonna have somebody outside staffing it. That's over on the Glen Street areas where they want to do that.
Darkened area, now I get it.
I see, yeah. So, right, so actually, and that's gonna be right by where the access is coming in. Is that where I'm seeing? I'm trying to figure this.
Yes. So when you
this-
pull into that parking lot, typically you'll pull in and go right if you're going over to the liquor store. But this would be over to the left. So you don't really drive by that. It's
Gotcha.
kind of behind the building.
All right, so then it is reasonably ascertainable. I'm just trying to make sure we can kind of figure where this licensed premises is supposed to be. And it looks like there's 12 spots there, so it would be in that area. So, sketch.
So they're saying one in each spot? Will that be enough room?
Are there, so they're at
12 tables for customers,
They-
52 seats maximum
Oh,
capacity.
okay.
so the,
Combination,
52 seat max.
twos and fours.
I'm not seeing
12 tables.
dimensions, the dimension is 16 by 96. Well, I mean, I can't really, without having something a little more detailed, no, but I mean, we can obviously just, we can approve it, subject to them making sure that the tables are gonna be 6 feet apart. And requiring them to be requiring them to be 6 feet apart, and,
Greg,
I
I
don't
think that the state's guideline too is I think it's 6 people per table maximum.
Right.
He's gonna put 12 tables there.
yeah, and he's asking for 12 tables on through here with a reading table and 52 seat capacity. And all I'm seeing on here is, like I said, I just don't know.
How many people he's gonna put at each table?
Yeah, and I don't mind if it was 4 or 6 or whatever the case
Right.
is. I just want to, I can't calculate whether this 16 by 96 foot piece is gonna be able to accommodate these 52 seats, I guess is what I'm asking. And it's fine, if it does, I'm totally fine with it. I don't know. Based upon the sketch that way. What did let's see what the other departments say about this one. 99, they said safety barriers, portable fire extinguisher, lighting, and additional sign of pedestrian crossings, so they may put some of that up that way. 99, sketch, dimensional sketch, not the scale, photos located vacant parking spaces. Safety concerns, flow concerns, yeah, they don't say anything about that. Well, I mean, I'm okay with going with his numbers, and if it comes in that, you can get the 52 seats in that 16 by 96 area and maintain all these other provisions that are in here. I don't need to necessarily, see exactly if they're gonna have 4 or 6, per table, or 2 for that matter, but, if they can, whatever they can fit in that area, I'm okay with. Right, and again, subject to incorporating the building department's concerns as well.
Okay.
Second,
Okay, so we'll approve for 52.
Seconded, to approve. Any further discussion? There being none, those in favor, opposed, carries. Victoria.
They do have the landlord's
I
permission.
just saw
I
that.
did say, yeah, that came in, good, there we go. So really, they have their existing patio down here to the left-hand side, and that's all
Right.
existing and permitted and everything else that way. So really, are they looking
It's just
for
these front ones.
these 1, 2, 3, 4 tables that are here?
Mhm.
Did they say anything about a number that they wanted to have in here? Are they 6s, are they 4s apiece? Do you know anything about that?
Everything else they have has 4. Do you know? Meredith, did Aviva Cucina mention the tabletops?
They
Side-
didn't mention, but my instinct is that everybody's trying as many as they can. So, I mean, it would probably be a safe bet to say they would like the 6 if they can get it in those spaces.
If they can fit it, I'm fine with that.
So
24 additions.
Yeah.
up to 6 seats each as long as social distancing.
Right, exactly. And there's a good suggestion that the fire department had put in here that we should be put into all these permits that are, because we looked forward at the end, but one of the things he said is including land which is subject to ongoing on-site inspection to ensure safety and compliance with something along those lines, sort of a catch-all, so that if we approve something and then you get down there and realize, you know what, it's creating a problem, we have the ability to tweak and try to, make the thing work. Not that I don't think anybody would, push back, we just want to make sure that we don't.
Everybody's safe.
Right. So we did motion to Aviva's, and again, subject to the building department's questions on that, so that would be 6 times 4 is 24, subject to the building department's approval.
Second motion?
Motion made, seconded. Any further discussion? Anything knows? Okay. Favor, opposed, carries. Lost you.
Six parking spaces of parking lot two. These are city owned.
They did go to the council on this. I'm almost positive, because I
Okay.
remember when they sent it to me.
Okay, so that's good. Building department said limited to 4 parking spaces from Court Street and the mulch area. These look at the 4 spaces. I'm going to we're looking at out here.
So this one's a little, we kind of were going back and forth with Melinda. And I think John Galoni and the mayor both had recommended maybe trying to put some tables in the mulch. But the only issue with the mulch is it's not ADA accessible. So I think La Chaux originally was trying to move up into the courtyard that's behind City Hall. And we wanted to stay away from that because that's also not ADA, I'm sorry, that one's accessible, but you wouldn't be able to see them from the interior of the building. So the suggestion was maybe just go across the street. And since it's not a very, high traffic street, that would probably be okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see the
Parking garage is right.
Yeah, exactly. Parking garage is right, right in the back of that and off the here. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather see that than try to fool around, putting it into some mulch area and this and that. Just got to cross Sweet Street though when you're serving, bringing your orders over and things of that nature. That's all.
So motion to approve, subject to building department's approval of safety barriers.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Motion made, seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, opposed, carries. Golden Street.
Again, yeah. I don't have any. See these tables. Trying to figure out what area we're looking at. I see it's kind of cordoned off over here.
Yeah,
Shaded, but
Okay, yeah.
I see it's at 9 or 8.
We would like to add seating under a tent and seating on lawn area with umbrellas, 8 feet apart, social distancing. 120, like 40-foot tent, 2 tables in grass area and existing seating.
Tina, what was the capacity approved for La Chaux? 24?
Yes, 6 times 4, 24.
24.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bolton Street, I don't know how big an area he is.
I just, you know, obviously would love to do this, I just don't know how many I don't know the number, I don't know what that would end up being.
Meredith, do you know anything about the Bolton Street one? It's really hard to read. Is it?
There's no tables, there's no.
It's like, I don't
Some
know.
little squares in the middle here, and I can't even count how many
I
of the
see
little
their
squares there are.
regular deck, and then it's got this hatched area with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables, but I don't know what that other thing is.
Yeah, it's a little thing coming down, like a little walkway maybe, is it like kind of a walkway perhaps that they're trying to have, coming from the tavern?
I have to check my emails to see what he had sent in along with it. I'm just looking through right now to see if I have anything else.
Yeah, that was.
25, 42.
You put anything else in the email?
Yeah, and again, maybe this is one, I'm just throwing this out there to the chairs, that maybe this is one of the ones that we can come back to in a couple of days, whatever. I don't, you know, I'm flexible, if I need to come back in a couple of days, or, you know, to catch a couple of these to clean them up, you know, I'm glad to do it in a special meeting, but I just don't know how we calculate. It just seems like a little more detailed than what is involved here, right? I mean,
We can't send that into the ABCC.
yeah, well, not that they're gonna, like, I mean, they may not look at it, but if they do, it's like, you know,
They'll
what do
just
you?
ask, how the heck did you approve it?
Yeah.
What did you approve?
But I just would like them to just, you know, show that area, you know,
Yeah.
all the other stuff with the lake and everything else, just show that area, this part that's,
Blow that up.
you know, highlighted, if you will, or in yellow, and just say,
And
okay,
maybe
you know,
blow it up.
here's the dimensions, and here's
Yeah.
how many,
Tables.
yeah, how many tables, here's what I could be able to want for the capacity, and once he comes back with that, I'm glad to, you know, to approve, but we have to have some number, and, you know, without the dimensions, without really the dimensions, without the number, it doesn't, it says it must describe the area, including dimensions, seating capacity, and maximum occupancy. So without that, there's nothing we can really do. And then,
If you guys could come back to this one, I'm just trying to find, if I can find the info
Sure.
for the end of the meeting, maybe that would be helpful.
okay, sure, that's a great idea. So motion to table.
Second?
Okay, great. Okay, come back to that one.
Opposed, carried.
Flying Dreams.
Fine, agree.
This is up the side of the building.
So they're using the street now as opposed to the sidewalk that they originally had requested.
I thought like he was extending to where we took the tables away.
Existing sidewalk.
Okay.
I don't know what the X's mean on the
I think-
sidewalk part.
I think the ones up near the building are what he's licensed for, and he's proposing the new and the blue.
That seems to make sense, right?
So we can
I
space
think
them
that's
out
what he's
properly.
doing, yeah. I thought he was even extending it a little, but I think that's what he's doing. I think the X's are where.
What did the building department say?
We said that it was,
Vehicle safety
um,
barriers as tables are located in the street.
instead of a barricade for motorists. Again, you know,
I'm not sure that's what that's saying.
what the building department's comments are regarding safety.
Yeah, I thought he drew it here, but I thought he was, really he wants this to slide in here.
Meaning that what he's drawing here in blue is not gonna be where it's shown on the plan, but it's gonna be more towards,
Yeah,
I don't think his tables would be 6 feet
so
apart.
he's gonna, but he's taking out, see where he's got the X, he's taking those tables out. But he's gonna make those 2s 4s. Because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, one more. So it looks like he's taking out tables. So he can make the distance. And to make up for that, he's adding two to each table. So we may need clarification on that.
Yeah, I think so as well, because I mean, what I'm seeing, and I think the building department and the engineering department both assumed that these
Yeah.
tables were gonna be located as they are
Yeah.
shown on this plan.
But they probably did. And that's,
What's the, what's this little X, you know, I see where they take these X's where the existing tables are, then there's this little X stuff that's between that and, existing
That-
sidewalk.
that
Is that something
was,
that's some sort of a barrier?
yeah, it was something, it was there,
Get
I
it?
think that was his
Whatever, at some
original.
juncture, we're gonna need to snooze again. Yeah.
Let me.
Hmm.
Well, still
We have
an
57
hour.
minutes, okay, 57 minutes, so.
Get ready to restart it, that's all. If you lose us, we'll restart. You can't snooze it.
Can you see that, Meredith? We got our software's trying to update, and so the computer's about to restart, but you got 57 minutes. I don't know if you can see it or not, but.
We'll put you back in.
It's fun, isn't it? It's cutting out a little bit for me. Is the question on flying dreams I can help answer? Is that where we're at?
Yeah,
We're just trying to figure out where the existing tables are. It looks like on the plan that he's got X's amongst those, meaning those are all gonna be, not gonna be used. And then he's got other tables, other four tops that are drawn in blue. Are those gonna be kind of pushed over right where those existing tables are? Or are those gonna actually be located where they're shown on the plan, which is to mean like right in, right along, in Rollins Ave, if you will?
Yeah, so he's looking to go along Rollins Ave in the parking spaces.
Yeah.
So he's trying to maintain the 6 feet in between the X's, which is what he is already been approved for. So
Right.
to basically just double capacity in the street.
Got you. So he's gonna maintain those, not replacing them, he's gonna maintain those, keep those going. And then once they get some additionals up at the side and through here.
Correct.
No dimensions, but as long as he's 6 feet apart, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise onto there, again, subject to the building department, because they may want to have some sort of safety barriers or on there as well, some signage in that way, but if the building department signs off on it, I'm fine with it too. The motion, second, David's motion. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4 is 32, additional 32.
Yep.
You the Kennedys now?
This is one I remember.
Yeah, I was, let's see, Kennedys. We just gotta get something, on this one, we need some dimensions, seating capacity, max occupancy.
Yeah. Well,
Then letter says some.
There's 2 areas here, it sounds like from the letter, they're looking for 2 areas, and then I see the plan.
Well, I think he's got his area that's already under license
To the side of the market.
to the side of the market
Yeah.
that he'll utilize.
right.
Yeah,
And then this looks like it's off to, where's Maple Street? on the side where they exit the kitchen. At least that it appears on the side of it. If you're looking at the front of the pub, it appears he wants to put dining on the left-hand side of the building. But no amount of tables, which he wrote it in his letter.
Just says whatever they end up with will comply with distancing guidelines. Third paragraph.
So you think we need a little more information on this? I don't know how many, again, someone's got to kind of do the math and get a feel for what we have to fit in there. I don't know what they were gonna be in. And only one I see on this plan that he put together is the existing one, the outdoor seating, right? The one that's towards the side of the building.
Yeah,
I don't see any other area where the second piece is at all on this sketch.
Nothing there.
I'm trying to get an answer from them as well.
Okay, want to table this one?
Yeah, I did just hear back from Bolton Street Tavern, so my methods are working. I'm just feverishly checking.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
So motion to table Kennedy's for now.
Yep, second.
Motion made, second, it's on the table.
Kennedy's Main Street Cafe. Main Street goal.
Two.
That's the only one there, Main Street, that's okay. Yeah, put this over there, here it is. Yeah, so he's looking. He's got,
Just a couple tables.
yeah, is it two that I'm seeing here? This is 2 30-inch tables, 8 spaces, is that what I'm? I see a 6 foot, and is it one table, 30 inches, empty space next to the entryway, traffic entryway. So, is he looking for the 1 30-inch table?
Two.
Is it 2?
Two?
My notes that did say 2, but I'm looking at this and I don't see the second one.
There's two in the drawing. One on the left edge of the page.
Oh, maybe
One in the
maybe
center.
cut off here, maybe I was cut off. You have something? The one I had only shows, my notes that I took the other day, yeah, see what? The copies that were made, cut that off,
Oh.
or 2 of them, yeah, I got you. Yeah, for the worst of it.
Oh, yeah,
Yours is cut off too.
that's a cut off.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah.
from tonight are cut
A lot of
off.
stuff's cut off.
I kept my old.
Yeah.
Because I put notes on them, so.
The notes I did when I was going over were the one that you sent, and that came through good in the scan, but the copy didn't, so.
I don't know why the copies are off. I noticed there was something.
Yeah, some of the other, pieces,
I don't understand.
yeah, well.
I don't want to have the other way.
Printed portrait probably instead of.
Yes.
So 2 30-inch tables, this total of 8, so we're looking at onto there. 30-inch tables,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't be getting any more than
Can't get
4 if it's a
six.
30-inch
Table.
table,
No more than 4.
yeah. So I think we're looking at 8 on that one, so motion to approve Main Street Cafe for a total of 8.
Second.
Motion made, second, any further discussion? There being none, those in favor, opposed, carries.
And they didn't have anything for the building inspector. Nope.
Halfway to
Okay.
So we're good with with him on that one.
Halfway
And halfway
cafe,
cafe,
they have no
no
issues.
issues. Kennedy's.
They want 4 tables. Likely 6. Doesn't give the dimensions of the table, but
Figure that. And so we can
emergency
mention one of
exit.
them, but the emergency exits, if this table is a safety hazard, you emergency remove it, but the building department didn't have anything, and didn't make any comments about that way, this is no issues, so. You know, if they approve it, then we got it, so.
So I would say 6 at each, 24 capacity.
Okay. So, I'll second the motion for 24 at the Halfway Cafe.
Okay, seconded. Any further discussion? There being none, those in favor, opposed, carries. New England Sports Center.
No issue.
Grassy area out in front of the building.
Yeah, right down the side.
So we're going to assume 6, 17 tables. 102 capacity.
So, 6.
Wow.
Let's say it is. He's looking for- Yeah, cannot exceed 6 people. It says on his paperwork, 6 people, so
Right. One table for 6, so 17 times 6, there you go.
102. So the motion to approve 102 capacity for New England Sports Center.
Second.
All in
Motion
favor?
made, seconded. All those in favor, please signify. Opposed, carries. James Restaurant.
One
So
second.
James,
I want to
It's the
just
second
one
page.
thing, one sec, so is this page 2 and page 3 on NES, I just want to make sure we have the total number, did you, was your 17 taken both pages, Dave? Okay.
No, it was
It
not.
wasn't, okay, so I
Okay.
want to make sure that we get, we don't want to, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, am I getting 23 out of
I
this?
counted 23. when you-
23, okay. Okay,
138.
138, okay. So motion to approve NESC's application for 138.
Second motion.
Motion made, seconded. Those in favor, opposed, carried.
Sorry about that.
Jake's isn't in here because they don't have an alcohol license and they actually were withdrawing.
The,
They're not gonna try to put any service outside, no
He didn't, because there was just too little.
business to be had,
that
right?
we had. I mean, he had a bad week too, so I think he was a little down. He may change his mind, I told him to call back.
Yep,
But he doesn't have a liquor license.
okay, so what do we want to do with the tabled ones?
Yeah.
We'll have to-
Meredith, you still there?
To get back to us on
we gotta get into the table
specific
control.
issues.
I'm here, yep. I was just trying to call Kennedy's, but I did hear back from Bolton Street Tavern. He says 11 tables, 6 per table.
11 tables, 6 per table, total of 66.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
I make a motion to approve for that area as designated on his plan for a total of 66.
I'll second the motion.
motion made, seconded. Any further
And
discussion?
subject to the building department's, approval,
Yep.
comments.
Second that.
Those in favor, please signify. Those opposed, carries.
How many seats was it?
66,
66.
11 tables, 6 apiece.
Okay.
We're still waiting to hear back from
So
Kenny.
that was
Well, right?
Kenny's.
No, I can't get them to answer, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, we have a few, we
We have a few
have,
minutes.
not the Moose, but West Center and
Some other ones that are on here now?
there are 2 others there.
Oh, there are.
Okay,
The Moose you can ignore, that was just adding food. Apex somehow got off of the thing here. I think there's a notice from,
building
somebody
department.
voted, yep, hold on. I think it was Chief Georgie.
Oh, and the moose.
Yeah, I wrote Apex on it, on the front of it.
And the moose packet. She raised the proposal for the moose. There's some new ones. Apex.
It's from Dave Georgie is the one on it.
Gotcha. I concur with the building commissioner's comments about large planters and signage for pedestrian crossing, so.
Right, so Jeff Cook, the building
Apex,
inspector, had
gotcha.
looked at it, yep. And he said he spoke with them per conversation. They told me they are going to place large planters around the edge and table area, only daylight hours. My comments to their proposal will be additions, signage indicating pedestrian crossing as well as people will be crossing the fire lanes and in between the building and seating areas, the main vehicle route, plus a fire extinguisher at the hostess station. So much like a few others.
So seven tables of 6.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And some of those,
When do I get
the round ones look like you could only fit 4 at them, but
1, 2, yeah, these pictures are a little out there.
Yeah, that's really a good idea. That was.
The round ones may be just as big, they're just round. It's
Right,
hard to
so
tell.
we'll-
And they may be even 8s, who knows? I mean, those are pretty big tables right through there. Let's,
So they could have 6 at,
they have 6 at each, max.
at least, did they say he had 6? He said elsewhere that he's gonna just use 6, didn't he? Did he say somewhere in there? Looking for 6? Because if they could see 8, I don't wanna shortchange them.
well, they can't see, yeah.
That's right, I have 6, that's right, with the state.
Yeah, it does
My
say
bad,
six.
yeah. So
That's
6,
right.
yep, 6 times 7, 42, okay. Yeah.
So a motion to approve Apex
Yep.
For 42 seats with approval from
And a second?
Building
Building department, yeah, and second.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify, opposed, carried.
And then the west end.
And.
I did not get anything back yet. Jeff has this. I didn't hear back from him though.
It's on the west ender?
Yeah,
So this is outside his fenced-in patio.
correct. It's additional in the parking. And then you see where he's got music,
Was that?
that little square. He wants a single acoustic person on their own patio.
Not there.
I need a copy. of
We're
that.
gonna do that, you have to come in with a separate application for the entertainment license, that's gonna be separate.
Yes.
We're gonna do that tonight.
No way. Thank you anyway.
I heard from Kennedy's folks, just so we know.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
So.
Thank you,
on
Tina.
here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. This is what we're looking for, he wants 12.
Additional
seats,
12.
An additional 12 outside, I'm totally fine with that. Again, if the music side, we'll have to see about, doing a entertainment, piece on that side, but, if we want to put 12 seats outside through there, for purpose of what we're doing tonight, I'm fine with that.
Is it 12 seats, you said?
It looks like there's only 12, unless I'm missing something.
I'll second the motion of approving 12 seats.
Plus anything the building inspector.
Yes,
said, right?
yes, and absolutely, so the building inspector's comments, that should be a standard.
Okay, we have a second on that?
Yes, second the motion.
Yep.
And seconded, any further discussion? There being none, those in favor, please signify, opposed, carries.
Okay, so Kennedy's.
Yeah,
Heard
so,
from them.
okay, so,
So I just talked to Michael. He said that they currently do not have any approval for any outdoor seating. So what they're looking to do is, I don't know if you saw last year where they had kind of that outdoor garden. They have
Sure.
3 areas that are on the plan that they're looking to add seating to. He said he needs 45 tables with 4 at each table, which is a total of
180.
180.
Quick math, that's what it comes up to.
Quick math.
Michael's math may be different.
So adding 2 other spaces beyond what they had last year.
Correct.
So then that-
So they last year do it 178, really?
I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And that is gonna be all, their letter narrative says they were looking for 2, to have 2 outdoor seating areas. Is this gonna all, what we're talking about doing here, is this gonna be one seating area that's out to the, if you will, the left-hand side where they currently have, you know, they're doing a lot of work by the Kennedy's Market, to the left-hand side where they have the tables and all. Is this where they're gonna be putting everything?
He said to me 3 outdoor seating areas. He said we've got 3 different areas with a total of 45 tables. I'm just rereading his.
Gotcha. We got, I
Is it
gotta
all-
gotta see this somehow, on, you know, somehow, on some sort of a plan here, you know, what was submitted in here, and it just shows one area that denotes outside seating.
Right.
And he could even use this, what he currently, you know, gave us as a template, and draw another couple of areas that are gonna be into here, but we gotta know where, you know, we have to have something.
I'll wait for him if he can down there and do it.
Yeah, or with one more, like I said, if need be, we gotta call a meeting in another day or two, I'll do it that way. I always wanna see, want to be helpful, but I don't think we can work with what we have right here.
Greg, do you want me to get him back on the phone to clarify?
I think what I think we have to do is he has to kind of draw on the plan where where this area is gonna be.
Okay.
He just says one area on the plan. If you look to see on the submission that he made, he has one box on here. It says denotes outdoor seating, and there's nothing else on anything here that says anything else. It's just a right of way and some other numbers and things that have nothing to do with the license, you know, the premises. I just need to have an idea where he's looking to have, where he wants to be open outside, and how many people he's looking to have in those respective areas. And then glad to you know, to approve it.
So we need to wait and have him resubmit it. Am I understanding correctly?
Unless
he get down here.
Unless he wants to come down here and amend the application for us now.
Yeah.
We can't amend it for him? We can't draw it on there?
You can.
You can, yep.
We can?
Sure you can.
Okay, let me just get him, I'm just gonna get him back on the phone and know exactly the 3 spaces.
Yep.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but we can always call people into this meeting as well.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Let's get him in. That's a good point.
It's a good idea.
So if you guys just provide me the phone number, we can, and they're aware of the call, we can call them right in.
Oh, well, maybe Meredith's on the phone right now with them on a mute, so maybe.
Yeah.
See what
How do we get
happens
Meredith?
on that. And I don't mind if she takes that piece of paper and shows it right to me like this, and says, here's what we're looking at.
And then she-
I'll put it right on here, and that will be part, you know, I'm fine with that. We just have to have, we're looking for 3 different areas. And
Now, the current area, is that just beer and wine?
it is,
So we're just gonna, we're gonna make that whole area as full liquor
that's the
license,
point. It absolutely is. It's just beer and wine.
which is fine. I mean,
What's your square?
it's outdoor license.
I think it was at one point, but I don't think it is now.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can confirm that tomorrow, but it was at one point because I had put that out there and then I can't find it anywhere.
That wouldn't hold us up tonight anyway, because for this,
And it's,
for what we're doing,
they literally in the same email changed everything.
he has a liquor license that he can use there, so.
So maybe while we're going on here, if I could just segue into something on us that way. I think that with any of these approvals that we had, again, making them subject to the building department piece, we should talk about hours. Are we doing these till 1 o'clock in the morning, midnight? I don't think so either. We need to, I think we're going to need to come up with some sort of, some sort of an hour, time that they can then bring out at least 10 o'clock during the week and, 11 on the weekends, or
Yep.
do we want to go 10:30, 11:30? Or just throwing some seats for discussion, because we need to have hours on this thing, I would think.
You guys ready for me?
I'm ready.
Okay, so he said the problem with the plan is that the orange boxes is where the outdoor seating was, and we can't see the orange because it came in black and white. So that's what.
I got a feeling I know what's supposed to be the orange though, because it says denotes outdoor seating. So I'm assuming that that's one of these areas he's talking about in all through here.
That's exactly why we're all confused. So to the right, so he wants to have what they had last year, where the outdoor seating was last year. And then also to the right side of the restaurant. So if you're looking at the plan that they submitted, where it says Kennedy's Pub.
Yeah.
So to the right of the restaurant, to the right of the pub, in between, there's a gray building there as well. So in between the pub and the gray building.
Okay, so that's up here.
So that's a build. Okay, but yeah, the copy that I had, it didn't show too much of a building, but I think I'm knowing where this is at.
Comcast used to be up in there.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the grass that's behind the market is where the third spot would be.
Does that show on here?
Is that what those little dots are?
There's,
I don't
when
think
you,
so.
if you pull into his driveway.
Right.
And you make a U-turn and park there, and you're facing the market.
Yeah.
There's a grassy area there,
Got you.
right behind the market, that your headlights are pointing at.
Pointing at the
At the back of the market.
Yeah.
There's a small grassy area in there that you could probably put maybe 4 to 6 tables at, I'm not sure. And then so that's gonna be, where's the market? The market's here, so then here's another area.
Okay, Dave, you're gonna be putting this together for us.
Yeah, Michael, you think 4 to 6 tables behind the market in the grassy area? Yes.
We can,
Would you like to call him into the meeting?
yeah, do you want to call them into the meeting?
We can call them into the meeting, Meredith.
Michael,
We
do you want to call into the meeting to talk to them, or
We'll call them.
We'll call them.
you guys will call him?
We need his number and then the moderator will call him.
Okay, I'm gonna have them just loop you in here so we make sure we get it right. Okay. Okay, who do I give the number to?
I think, can you hear her?
I can hear you.
Scott, okay, go ahead.
It's 508-395-7735.
All right, just let him know we're calling him.
No.
Hello.
Hi, it's Mike Kennedy.
Awesome. Welcome to the
All
meeting.
right.
Thank you.
Is he in there? Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you can hear us.
So how many tables, this is David Bouvier. How many tables on the right side of your building over, looking at the front of your pub, on the right side did you want to put?
Okay, on the right side of the pub, how many tables would be over there? Give me 1 second, please. Let's see. I could use 15 tables there.
In the green area, is that?
No, that's the area.
That's
to the
not the
right
green
of
area, that's a
pub.
different area. To the right of the pub, over where Comcast used to be?
Correct.
Okay,
There's a space in between those two buildings that's all flat and level, and I could prep it for seating it. And it abuts the that entrance, the handicap entrance door. It's in that general area.
Okay. And you think you can put, how many tables?
I can put 15 tables back there, 4 people a piece, 15, as many as 20 tables. The area is pretty big.
And 6 feet apart?
If they're 6 feet apart, then it's going to be less than that. But I was saying in a normal environment, as I was looking at it, you'd say there'd be 15 to 18 tables. And then 6 feet apart, you're probably going to get you'll probably get about 10 to 12.
Well, again, we have to go with the 6 foot distances on here. Let's just say 12, and you know, and if you can, you know, get 12, fine. If it only works out to be 10 based on the 6 foot, then that's what it works out to be.
So I'm gonna write down 12 tables of 4.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah.
The grassy area behind the market, based on based on 6 foot distance.
At 6 foot distance. Let me count for you right now, like, because I've got some tables set up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put 10 tables there.
Okay.
Of 4? 4 tops?
Well, actually, they're picnic tables, and you can sit 6 at them. So I would call them 6 tops.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 6 tops.
Okay.
And then the area that you used last year?
Yeah. Okay. Let me count them. I'm here now. So let me see. I've got them set up all 6 feet apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 4 tops. And then I have 1, 2, 4, 5. I have 10 6 tops.
Those are 6 feet apart?
Yeah, they are all 6 feet apart. Yeah, I've got them set up right now.
Awesome. So Dave, I get 48, 60, and then 24 and 60.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. 48, 60, 24, and 60. So it's 120, 168, 78, 88. Is that 192?
That's what I got.
Hmm?
That's what I got.
Yep. 92, okay. And do you think you have a reasonable idea when you're kind of sketching on your piece over there, what the general area he's talking about, we're putting these?
I do.
Okay. So we're gonna try to do to get this done, Mike, is we're taking what you submitted, and based on your testimony / description of where these, these areas that you're looking to have, to have some outdoor seating, because the plan that we have doesn't show this. We're taking what you're telling us and inserting it on the plan that you submitted. So now we have something that we can vote on.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that.
I think that's it.
Yep. And so are we looking at?
No issues with the building department?
Yeah, just looking to see what we had in there as well. Kennedy's, yeah, they said unable to determine what's being requested, so that's fine. That means no comment to me. So, and it's all subject to the building department anyway, so they're all good on that.
Yeah.
So I'll do a motion to approve a total of 192 for the 3 outdoor seating areas as shown on the plan that we revised tonight, subject to the building department's confirmation and whatever reasonable rules and regulations they want. Okay.
Second the motion?
Motion made second. All those in favor, opposed, carries.
Okay.
Approved. We're all set, Michael.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you all. Thank you much. Take care.
You too.
Thanks, Meredith.
Did we have everybody
everybody.
voted on?
That's everybody.
That's everybody. I just gotta read the Rod Kennedy's form.
And I noticed here on Jeff Cook's letter, he said that he and the chief will perform on-site inspections to make sure the modifications are made.
Gotcha, sure.
And the Board of Health will also be going around as complaints come in. They've been directed, that's their.
Okay.
But the inspectors will be traveling around the city all the time.
So back to the question on the hours. What are your thoughts? Meredith, can you hear us? Meredith, can you hear us? No?
Not
No,
muted.
she must be able to hear you say no.
Say that again?
There we
go.
I don't know if you can hear us or not. So now we can hear you. So what we're talking about now at this juncture is just trying to get a feel for some hours. Opening up to talk about what hours to have these outdoor, these outdoor areas going with. I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking, maybe during the week 10:30 and weekends 11:30, or do you want to go more than that? I mean, I'm looking, any input that anybody has is welcome.
Well, as much as possible, we should leave it up to the establishment. I mean, it's their show.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all struggling right now. Any extra time we can give them is probably appreciated.
We don't have to.
We're not
we just
getting
let it go
complaints.
according to their regular license, as well. So as long as, I guess the other side of it is, as long as they got their kitchen open, right? I mean, this is supposed to be in connection with, they're doing their food and everything. So as long as their kitchen's open, then, then they just, they can serve, right?
Does that screw up the brew pubs, Greg?
I don't think so.
No, because their food is available.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's that it's available.
right. That's what's supposed to be done.
Grilled
Yeah,
cheese.
so we don't need, and I would be in agreement, there's no reason at this juncture to try to put any other hours on it. We're gonna reserve the right anyways under these to make modifications and do whatever we need to do, so we'll deal with the situation. If a problem arises, we'll deal with the problems if and when they arise. Okay. I'll spare the notes here.
There's some other questions, but I don't.
Talk about that. Let's see. Yep, that was good. Hours operation.
The lighting will be addressed by the building department, right?
Yep.
For all the ones that
Yep.
want to stay open later.
Right, I need to have those things.
Are we, I don't think, but one of the things we were talking earlier on was about a provision that requires a food purchase for the beverage water type of thing. I don't think this is, as long as they have the permit, as long as they have their permit and they're selling their own food that way, that's really all that we have to be concerned about. I don't think we need to time down any further on that. As long as they have as long as they have their food permit, then they're covered. So, on my side, I think, do we have to talk about the moose and stuff at all? Are we still working on anything on the moose?
Nope, we covered the moose.
Covered the moose?
Yep.
Their side here?
Yep, they're gonna do regular food time, which their food
Gotcha.
permit allows.
Gotcha.
So anybody that has a food permit, like those clubs.
Yep.
Oh, one thing with the Kennedys, that's also, we just need to do the vote for the daily versus their usual thing they come in for every week. They're another one that does Mondays for.
Mondays?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we have to vote on that separately like we did for, I think, for the other one, right?
What's that?
Like we did for Vin. Did you had?
Yeah, we had a vote on the.
But aren't we approving that as one of his areas for his full liquor?
Yeah, but normally they have to come in and get a new 1 day for so many.
But I think.
But
We're overriding that.
But yeah, but on this one. I
Yeah, but
think
do we have to make that into their vote?
all we're doing right now is we're expanding their licensed premises right now, to include these other
Okay,
additional
okay.
areas. So as far as, as far
Okay,
as.
so I just wanna make sure
Yeah,
we
no,
have
good
that.
thought on that, good thought on that, but yeah, you're right.
Because there were another.
We've now got an expanded outdoor area that they can sell,
Full liquor.
full liquor,
But
right?
it's covered under there. Okay,
Yes, it is, exactly, it's an
I just wanna make
extension
sure
of
we do this.
that.
Temporarily extended.
Yeah, just to let us know.
Meredith,
Hmm.
you guys did a phenomenal job trying to get this.
Yeah,
all
thank you
lined
very
up.
much.
Think
Appreciate it.
think about what all the pre-work that had to
Oh,
be
yeah.
done. As soon as this thing opened up on Saturday, as soon as it opened up
Yeah.
Monday, we got this.
We got the paperwork.
place, and it's all there. So you guys, your staff, Sam, everybody there, Linda, yourself, obviously did a great job. So kudos to MDC.
Sure.
Thank you guys for being able to mobilize quickly as well. I think it's a team effort across the board, which is awesome. I I did miss what happened to Apex though when I was on the phone with Kennedy's. Did they all set? I just want to make sure.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
There was 6 tables, 7, a total of 42.
Right.
Everybody will be very happy, and they've had a lot of bad news over the past couple of weeks, so this is all good.
Yeah, I think everybody was kind of thinking they might get back to it a little quicker this way, but hopefully this gives them some relief. And I know there's a fair number of people in the community that want to get out and you know, participate and also, I know I'll be going to a couple of these places over the weekend and just to make sure they're in compliance with these.
Of course, obviously.
Awesome. All right,
So
thanks,
then-
guys.
So
Thank
then
you very
I'm gonna
much.
draw these
Yeah,
up.
thanks.
Okay, thanks, Meredith. I think we're good.
Appreciate
Bye,
it.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I'm going to draw these up or start drawing them up, and then I'm going to let the ones that are, they kind of all are, but we have some of our issues that don't need to go back to the building inspector. They can have them right away. They can come.
Sure. If
The
the
ones
building
that are
inspector
subject
is
to
exactly.
the building inspector, I'm gonna let them know that. I'm gonna send Jeff a thing in the morning on the list, and then have the license ready for when he says, okay.
Is the thought we can do is in the morning, maybe just put together that list of all, you know, from
Right.
Minden all the way down,
Yeah,
you know, approved, no building, and send the whole thing to the building inspector,
Right,
right?
that's what I
Exactly, perfect, yeah, and that way, here's what we're gonna do, so unless you, yeah, so, right, so if you don't, you know, you don't have an issue with it, you said no issue, but
right,
we're gonna issue it unless you,
Right.
you know, so,
okay.
and then we'll get them licenses.
Now, we tabled a couple. What do we do with those?
Well, we got them back.
We got them all back.
Yeah, we got
So
back.
Kennedy's was one and
It was, Bolton Street
Bolton
Avenue,
Street, and, yep.
we got those done,
Then we have other people calling for like, well, we'll do another round
Yep.
of this, obviously. Two are the Eagles, they do have a food permit.
yeah,
The ITAM also has a food permit, as you know. And I think the American Legion, at least two of them have outside bars that they set up and use when they do their one-day stuff. Can they do that now and so people don't even have to go inside at all? Or do we not want to let them?
it's a good question, because I think these, what we've done tonight has just been our restaurant licenses that are in place. These aren't one days that these other places are
Except for
coming to
movies,
it.
right,
Right, the move, yeah,
but they didn't.
so, you know, they're not looking for, you know, this is a different kind of license entirely. I don't know whether or not the 1 days, can get a 1 day under the current rules that way. But I guess in terms of thinking it over, why not? I mean, why wouldn't, as long as
Yeah,
they
I
meet the
mean,
rules,
according to the ABCC,
Right.
clubs qualify,
yeah,
so.
as long as they meet the rules, the same guidelines, I don't think it's
Right,
just
they-
gonna be for the,
right.
you
I've
know.
spoken to them about their food permit has to be food, not just chips.
Yeah, yeah, if they have that, yeah, I say bring it in, yeah, let's go. We'll clear that and get that approved,
Did
sure.
that go for Bobby Case too?
I haven't heard anything from him.
I saw him the other day and was talking to him, asking if he was gonna come in, he says, I'm not gonna bother with that, I said, you should, I mean, he's obviously places the food up there and all.
It's a
And,
very good area.
you get the area in the, exactly, you just, you know, get. I
It's been really silent. I thought we would be more up for it.
Okay.
We also have a package from Marlborough Market, who wanted to extend their Sunday hours from 8 to 11. I know generally that doesn't require ABCC approval, so I didn't know if you wanted me to do anything with that going forward, like maybe for our next meeting, or. if
Do
it
you want to put it out,
should be-
yeah, I mean, he has to make an application to do that, but yeah, if he wants to have it a little bit, have it earlier that way, that's something that's just done by us, not with ABCC, so, yeah.
And then I think there's 2 or 3 new places coming. Well, Lalo's wants to upgrade their liquor license.
Who?
Lalo's, is that on Lincoln Street?
Oh, is that the one on the corner of Lincoln and?
Yeah, it's in that, with the
Pleasant.
big columns in the
Yeah,
front.
Lincoln and Pleasant.
Oh, that's right, yeah, the chicken place.
Is it chicken?
It's a Mexican place. right?
Yeah.
Used to be where Letta Petilla was, way
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was young, okay, yeah, these-
So they want to upgrade that, and then we have a new person, brand new license going into strain food.
Really?
So it's the
The
same guy
restaurant?
that was brewing with him, the tackle box,
Oh,
but he didn't want anything to do with the other license, so he let it go.
got that going, he's gonna figure it out.
So he's almost to the point, like he's got his farmer's permit, he's getting ready, I think he's got most of the application done. He spoke with the ABCC about the mailing to all those condo people.
Oh, yeah.
And they told him, as long as we agreed, he could notify direct abutters and the association, he didn't have to mail out 900 something.
Yeah, because you got, you don't need a notified butters for change of premises, or change of ownership.
But it's a brand new license,
Oh, okay.
like it's
Right,
not
right,
transferred.
If they,
If it was transferring, yeah.
Yeah,
But this is the
Is there
brand.
any way, is there a reason why they can't transfer?
there was too much tied to it in terms of,
Yeah, probably liens and things of that nature, who knows,
he
yeah.
tried to do that, but he said he couldn't,
Oh,
it
okay.
just couldn't, it was a mess.
I drew out Kennedy's for you.
Oh, thank you. So,
Dave.
I don't know when we should, if there's one of seven, I don't know how you do all that with technology and not being able to go in. So I don't know if you want me to tell them, obviously get me the applications as soon as we get back to somewhat normal, or if you want to set another meeting for the end of June.
Are we gonna have another meeting to approve like the ITAM and all these other places
Well,
that
this
I
is
mentioned?
referring to, right, I mean, you just think about everything
Right,
about
but
this.
we want to tie it all
I mean,
together.
Yeah, I mean, I just throw this out there, what about if you get back to them and just say to them, look at, get your stuff together by Thursday, and then you post Thursday, we can do it next Monday, or whatever we see, I'm flexible in the evenings that way,
Monday works for me.
So we can just do it that way, and then, and then that gives them a date, okay, we'll get it in by this date, so we can, so that's when we're gonna post, and then, so we'll plan on doing it, pencil it in for Monday, a week from today.
I don't think I have anything on my schedule.
Okay, now what's the process for getting these things to ABCC?
They want them mailed. So once we've collected them all and we're pretty much got the bulk of them, we can mail them in.
So once we hear from the building inspector, everyone's
everything's-
okay, then we'll
You'll put it together.
send them off, okay,
Yeah, they asked for them to be mailed.
okay.
Thank you for all your work to put all
Yeah,
this
thank
together.
you, Tina, appreciate it.
Great job with that.
Take the rest of the night off.
You're all hard.
This has been a nightmare.
In the words of Steve.
I've got a lot of time left, almost 3 hours.
Do we want to adjourn so we can start recording?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second, I was in favor.
All right, good night, Scott, thanks.
Thanks very much, Scott, appreciate you guys'
Thank
work.
you.
We still have 11 minutes left before it restarts.
Plenty
of time.
Sweet.
Bye.